to get early health leads and then kind of get a good set of backs going and maintain pressure. But ideally, Ezreal you pick to leave him alone. KT, like last year and even in spring, did this a lot, where they're just, hey, Lahend, you go and have a wonderful time. We're going to just put Viper, or Aiming rather.
So no longer on that winning streak, but still a very strong pick with a high win rate as we are ready to jump onto the rift for game one. Let's do it.
A little bit more lackluster. And not having flash does mean that you can't really try and push a lead level 1, because Kai'Sa Rakan laning phase is pretty... a whole lot of counters, as Grizzly is going to set up a ward, and they might be looking for a dive on Morgan here. Do take note, Jax so strong early game with Sejuani.
Life Esports ganking early as the flash away. Kingen is flashing in, and Grizzly died to the turret.
The rare pre-6 Skarner gank.
Yeah, he went from Raptors
There's no flash
to bot lane. And yeah, as you mentioned, Viper on the run is going to avoid the stun. And he does get knocked up by effort here. They're trying to actually turn this. He eats in, takes a kill. First blood over to Viper. Somehow, some way, his life still has his flash. He should be able to get out alive, and they're not even going to try to pressure that. So a 1-for-1 in the bottom game.
There's no flash available. Like, if Viper has flash...
Yeah.
that would have been a
2v3.
Yeah, I mean, it actually could have been. But instead, it is still favorable, even though both AD carries get a kill. Not this summer, right?
Not currently,
okay.
but yeah.
No.
For
right
a while there.
But like for like a year and a half period.
True,
which,
yes.
That's good stocks.
Belly Boop is down. In goes Kingen. Look, oh, not going to hit that last one, but still. Good trade goes to him. Umpty going to pick up this early Drake. It's Infernal. Going the way of Bro, as in we go again, and the Belly Boop is here, as well as the Cask. But Kingen, again, pressuring.
So he's trying to look for this. Is the turn?
Yeah, Umpty is level 6, but he's alone for now, as a couple ults going to be thrown into him, and that's one more hop, one more auto would do it, maybe two. Oh, he gets around the bend, and then he dies. I was getting excited there for a second. No, Umpty does get taken out.
We had flash.
Mars just...
Oh, Grizzly, this is a good timing here.
This is a really good timing.
No Cask.
He doesn't have ult, but let's see how this one goes. Morgan, yep, he's just up against the wall, has flash, but doesn't even bother to use it. Would not have been useful in that case. As here, oh. Ooh, he's actually going to be able to hop out of that one. As meanwhile, down to the bottom side, effort getting pretty low. He is ticking away as that barrage is not going to hit him.
But if Humble Life is fully aware of what you're doing, it's not going to go well, as Grizzly...
Seems like they have a good idea that they're in here on this red, as Grizzly is going to be taken away and just CC'd 100-0. Very nicely done. It's now Karis, again, not going to be able to get that sweep, as here comes the Rel. Viper trying to get that damage in, but he's still Ezreal early on, but has that Trinity Force finished, as Henna is going to cleanse and ult as the cast comes in. Kingen not in the best spot, but he does ult. And Counter-Strike, just trying to stay alive as Morgan.
There's flash.
Looking for it here. And a hop away. Morgan will just take the small victory.
Very important, and as we see, if you do actually start up with taking down someone on Humble Life,
I thought it was fine.
You know, I'm always trying to improve my English. You know, Chronicler, his English has gotten better. It's nice.
Chronicler's English?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Here, Kingen is taking a huge beating. The Cask is coming in, and the AP is really online right now for Morgan as Kingen is going to ult. The Q is down now. And yeah, the level up certainly helping, but still not in the best of sorts is Kingen. He did have to TP just before.
As we are going to 5v5.
Yeah, looking for Viper here. He's just going to flash on in. The charm is there. Viper in a lot of trouble as they are diving 2v1. Meanwhile, up on the top side, Zeka going in. They're going to take out Umpty here. I believe he's ticking down, but no! The shield keeps him alive. Of all things is now Karis just going to escort everybody on the side of Humble Life Esports out of this fight, as Bro will take their objective. Totally fine, but no vision on the side. Is now Umpty here, going to get the impale onto Zeka, and it will be a free kill handed over to Karis. As meanwhile, Humble Life Esports will take down this Hextech trade.
As this is, yeah, very straightforward. He W's, he W's forward, which, and he doesn't have his ult, so he just dies. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, nobody's perfect.
We heard the groan of the Korean casters. That's, I don't know, you guys probably did, but it was just like, yeah. And man, Karis is He's not messing around. This is in the crown first. He's going Leandres. He's going. He already finished his Nessus. This is Umti.
Actually going to deal damage. Crazy, as we do have the Impale and an emote in his face. As Effort is trying to shore this up for the team. Karis gets in behind him. So does Morgan. Looking for that backline. They take out Viper immediately. Down he goes, but can they take out Kingen? Doesn't matter. They take out 3 members as Grizzly and Kingen are being bopped here by the Grog, as Kingen now has to go 1v3, but he's getting escorted out by Morgan. And there is the knock up, 1 slow. Can they actually take him out, though? I mean, it is a Jax. Yes, they will. It's a full ace to the side of OK Brion.
Hard 1v9 from Lord Morgan in that one.
They have changed. Karis is yelling at them.
Same.
Now, everybody's going to get hit by that barrage. Effort on the flank here, looking for the turn, actually, as they get in onto Zeka. Zeka's down, and so is Life immediately, as Grizzly is late to the party, and they will take out 3 and the Baron, as Bro are showing up in a huge way in this game. We want to get this inhibitor turret first. 5 members of Hum Life Esports are here at the moment. We do have Karis pushing the mid lane, and now they can back up and return to that objective as, yeah. He's doing what Teddy did in the last series.
Okay, and then he got 2 votes. Okay, do you want to round me up? Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
As, Kingen in trouble.
Okay, now he's so dead.
Surely.
Right? Yeah, he's in a rough spot here. As Counter-Strike comes through, and he gets burst down. They give the kill over to Henna. Nicely done. This is right before the Baron is spawning, so the timing is perfect. There's no objective on the map. They catch Kingen way far down the lane.
Oh, yeah. And then Brion with Hex Gates went back in, and now is full control, and are just going to rush down this Baron, and they're not going to be in time. TP comes in.
Yeah, they just got vision, but it's too late. The TP not even going to get there before the Baron is down, and Pale comes in, and Kingen is free food, as now we might even see Viper join that team, as no, Brell's going to go down first. Grizzly, everybody's just running away with tails between their legs. Bro are hunting them down, as Viper, just scooped up, and down he goes. 2 kills to Henna. Down goes Zeka as the final one in the clean 5-0 ace, as Bro will take game number 1 in super flashy fashion.
Do you bro leave? Brion, this is gonna be like an almost sub 30-minute game.
Record time for this team.
The legends were true. They're unleashed.
Wow. Okay, man. Comes down to watch, and all of a sudden these guys have reached a new level of Giga Chad. OK Savings Bank Brion going to take the first win. I don't even know what to say in that case. Feels like the Ezreal was a bit of a miss. I wouldn't say that the Ezreal was really why they lost or anything like that. Now you just kind of want to put up the door, I think. There is so little range and just a bunch of melee characters that love to go in and engage. And if you can deny that as much as possible, on the side of Bro, you're going to feel pretty good.
I would have loved Gragas just again. Like, obviously it's not as strong as it was, but I feel like the tank Gragas into Renekton has always been such a good matchup for the pick, and would also provide you with a way to get the disengage that I do think you really need.
Number 2 here as OK Savings Bank Brion goes head-to-head with Hum Life Esports once again.
But that's not really the case here. Now Zeka obviously is probably the best Akali that we have in the LCK. Does have a world skin on the champion, which helps a lot with making the argument. And also Viper has a much stronger AD carry than last time around, but after game number 1, if I was a Humble Life fan, yeah, when not CC'd, which in pro play will be never.
All the time.
Yeah, well, no.
CC'd all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We're saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Would not work one bit.
No,
you know, maybe it's an R5 when the opponent has a 0 CC comp. Kind of like Humble.
Yeah, you know.
To be fair, they have Rel.
Wait for the Rel to engage, and then you get in.
Yes.
And you're totally fine.
Yeah, he wins that. There's only... Oh, they're lane swapping. I like this from Brion, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be right on time for this, as Kingen ran at the Vi, and might be punished for it, as he's pulled all the way over the wall by the...
He wins this.
Cassante. As the Dominus comes in, here comes Effort, just flashing over this one. And will exert some pressure in there.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty interesting.
So...
was it?
Cool. For Sandbox fans, yeah.
Yeah, Bro are going to come down and get this Drake instead. And meanwhile, we do have this Rift Herald kind of started up here as the W does come through. His life looking for the steal. Rel can be cheeky like that, but not going to happen.
I like it. Trying to get the E-steal, not going to be the case. Umti is ready. And the result of this this lane swap is that you trade 1-for-1 in objectives, which probably would have happened either way, but you give up a substantial amount of gold to the hardest carry on Hanwha game to win a fight. Like, you can. I think this is the type of composition where you can be like in like a 45-minute game as a Grizzly.
It's going to get ulted here. Even Karis is going to get into the play as Grizzly is going to flash kick, or kick flash, but it doesn't matter because there's 4 members of Breon there.
We did cast that series. If you didn't watch it, don't watch it back. Just accept the Sandbox win. It's better that way.
Here's Life, but here's Umti as well. Bit of a 2v2 here, but Life is a support. Kingan's still very strong. So
it's also 4 mil rush, which I've been pretty vocally not the biggest fan of. But when you're playing into Rel and Renekton, you're not dying in the 2v2. As Hannah actually picked up a Hex Drinker here, and that makes sense. If Kingan or Grizzly are on top of you, you are in deep trouble.
This is the new tech, actually.
Yeah.
We're seeing this a lot. Like third item Maul.
Where you're playing into generally like double AP, right? With it being as good as it is, all Grizzly.
Very nice. Q gonna miss that time around as everybody on Bro is on the run. Umti is going in as now they're trying to engage. Hannah does a ton of damage. They take out Viper already. In the fight is now Kingan. Gonna try to flash on a Karis here, and there you go. They get the backline access. They take out Karis. They take down Effort, and it looks like Morgan might be soon to follow. He is pretty tanky, though. He's gonna pull over. Oh, man, he's gonna take him out, too. Morgan going 1v4 on top of the Baron. Not even going down yet. Avoids the Q. Everybody better be praising this Lord right now. What a guy!
The Lord comes through here. Breon.
Okay.
But then
They get Cassante as Morgan is able. Wait.
There's a Baron. Okay.
It's gone. What?
All right. So we have no idea how that happened.
Dies.
We're gonna have to take a look a little bit later. As does he die? I mean,
he should.
Umti has good chase, but he's down in ult now. Trading for the stopwatch. Is the rest of the team trying to stop Morgan from getting in there? That's not going to happen. He can't stop the Lord himself. But they do take out Zeka, and that's actually a shutdown, looks like.
Also, they probably
somehow
get Dragon of this, although they do need to respect the shot that comes through here.
As already, some poke coming in, and they are going to pull the trigger. Let's see how this one does go. The teleports are coming in. They're getting flanked as the back line. Henna in a lot of trouble, but he is going to flash away as Henna still alive in this one, and he gets flashed on by Zeka, and Kingan takes out Karis. Both of the carries on the side of Bro are just gone immediately as it's double kill now for Zeka, and all the damage is gone from Bro, and the wind immediately taken out of their sails as HLE Esports, a massive team fight that pushes them in the lead.
And when all is said and done, it's so obvious as well. We've been talking about this for 30 minutes, and then they don't have anyone to keep Henna safe. Zeka gets on top of him. Viper gets on top of him. He dies. It's game over.
Yep. So much for all that peel. I guess they just weren't able to utilize it. No wave here. I think they still have enough damage.
Shouldn't matter.
Here's Effort. He's going to give it his all, but his all is not good enough, unfortunately. Down will go the Nexus, as HLE Esports going to take it. Not a lot of kills in this game, but they got the job done.
Some people might say a game of League of Legends was played, but I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, I don't think it's true.
It's team fight simulator, and then Brion made the one mistake.
It's like Scrim Simulator. It's like, let's run that team fight back.
Yeah.
Okay, we played it out. We lost. Okay, go again.
It was amazing because whatever Grizzly is going to end up picking is not going to have the best of time in the Veigar unless he gets something really off the wall. But Maokai is like the only top tier jungler still available. Not a great look for Grizzly, who's looked a lot better on more carry-oriented picks, because obviously his like invade was pretty boneheaded move, but outside of that, his lead was fine. Was able to make it work into fights.
We have seen it from time to time. We'll have to see if it works again here today as we're ready to hop onto the Rift for game number 3.
Otherwise, what's the point? You know?
What is that song?
If I remember correctly, it's Mulan?
Sounds right.
No, I also think that the Renekton throne was very much held by specifically Kana, and I don't think he holds it anymore as...
Oh, he's in the cage. He's going to be knocked up by the Sejuani. The W is dodged, but he can't dodge the permafrost as one auto gets it done. And Karis is going to pick up first blood.
Which brew?
Yeah.
Probably coffee. Or do you want like the specific type?
Sense.
Oh, Morgan!
Uh-oh. Morgan in a little bit of trouble here. He does have flash, but he is being stunned up and rooted up forever, it feels like, as now he will flash away after the Nature's Grasp. As Grizzly's going into the jungle, but there's Umpty there, so he has to flash away himself.
Towards the top side, but it's a... Actually, King is sitting on a lot of gold, but I don't think... Oh, they got the cancel. Zach has TP, though. I don't know if they actually want to dive that this is risky, because Morgan hasn't backed either.
All right, well, they're going to try for it. Dominus already put through the stun and the Glacial Prison. King already low, but he is Renekton. The stun to come through, and this time, no! It goes down onto Morgan. He's going to take another turret shot. The dive fails, and this time Kingen is the one with the last laugh.
And I think to actually get the damage, you need to double use the passive. You can't just throw out your ultimate. You have to actually get the permafrost stacks. And now the counterplay.
And here we go. TP even coming in here. Samba Life Esports index heavily into a bot dive. Zeka rather is getting on into this one. Grizzly this time around will tank it perfectly as Zeka will collect a second kill for his team.
And yeah, take another look at the dive here. As we see, by throwing out the ultimate, the amount of damage that you actually have available just isn't enough. Flash means that he stays alive. Yeah, that's what.
Yes, only 2 kills per 7 minutes.
Oh, Grizzly.
So getting in there, getting very aggressive. Not going to get stunned up by that one as the burst damage comes in, and Grizzly one flash ult will get it done. But Zeka also going to collect the enemy jungler. And so the mid laners just decide, okay, let's sacrifice our junglers. We each get a kill. How does that sound? And Kara says, well, that sounds good to me.
Murph Shred's done. Sitting on a stopwatch as well, as Anna is not at the best time against Viper here. And we'll be able to clear the wave thanks to the Shiv. And oh, if that W hits, might have actually had an angle there because Viper doesn't have his Featherstorm. He used it aggressively. Yeah. So he does need to really respect the power of the Void Seeker, but looks like that's not going to be the case. This effort says hello to Grizzly in life. Hello.
Spotted in the bush here. And they don't really have a bot side pressure point here for Bro, so they just have to give away this jungle as well. Viper going to pick up the first turret of the game. 15 minutes in, Umpty says, well, at least I'll take this Rift Herald down. Might be able to get the mid turret and trade for this, like in the grand scheme of things.
Effort, probably not. Viper, probably yes. Zeka, maybe is... Oh.
The timing.
Will be a good setup. Crocodile dive V2.
Yeah, and Kingen has no idea, not even going to flash that one as the stun comes through. And there you go. The Killer Instinct this time is going to be enough as they have their help from the 80 carry. But
Morgan has TP.
The damage not quite there, so Bro are going to be able to get in here and try to at least force a 5v5, but Hamalife Esports might be able to take down this Baron as the engage comes in. In goes Umpty, looking for the smite. It's a total flip. It goes to Grizzly as they take it down, but the fight right now is going the way of Bro as Umpty gets over the wall. Grizzly not able to take him out, but Hamalife Esports, they take down the Baron. And
okay.
it's all part of the brand.
So Brianna, okay. We're good. We just gotta let them have it. Oh, Baron isn't up for another 15 seconds.
But Chronicler, they got supreme vision advantage.
This is what I was talking about earlier.
Just in time.
Yeah, but they can just walk
Baron
up.
All right, here we go. Teleport. They are committing to it heavily. Let's see if this works out for them. Effort way on the flank. I don't know if they have any idea about that, as there is a ward somewhere around there, but the cage is going to get onto Grizzly, and now Effort is in there. He doesn't go in, as he chooses not to, and now the front line here, Morgan goes down to his stopwatch as the engage here from Effort is good, but he is alone. There is zero follow-up as Karis and Henna desperate. They were going to take out the Croc here, but that is about it, as a little bit of a leash situation. Life Esports, they take the Infernal, they take the Baron, and they're probably going to take the game from here.
Karis even had the smite! He was so ready for this! Game. A 4,000 gold lead doesn't mean that much. There's a downside, which is that Umpty is dead. Unless?
Unless? Maybe if we just keep saying unless, like, we can have more action.
Well, that's...
Unless?
That's fine. They don't have frontline, but you know, they have... Morgan pushing in his side lane.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No, wait, no, he's not. Okay, never mind. It worked.
He won't have it. Oh.
Why did he?
I don't know.
Why did he buy the
No, but it's good.
then?
It's good.
Okay.
It's good.
Returning. Unless, okay, they're going to get on top of King in here.
Yes,
but then Nature's Grasp is in position. But again, the cage, they're utilizing the cage.
Okay, they're getting full value. Kingen just sitting on a ward.
Yeah,
going to Killer
STP,
Instinct.
But he's kind of in an awkward timing here. But bro,
Freel's down for Hanma though as well.
Yeah.
An opportunity perchance?
A opportunity here arises for bro. Okay, well.
Doesn't hit the Q. Umpty has flash.
The cage, it just keeps them in place for a little bit.
Poro in a dream.
All right, the smite, will it come down? No, it goes to Zaya, of all people. As Viper picks up the Infernal Soul for the team, Morgan goes in, so does Umpty, as immediately Henna gets flashed upon as Kingen wants to take out the carry, and that he will. Down goes the Kaisa, and down goes the Brion, as they're even gonna stop the teleport coming out from Karis. He nearly got there, and not enough unlesses in the world can stop this Life Esports victory at this point. 32 minutes and a half, and they ace OK Brion on the direct.
Oh, Karis finally gets an ult off, but it's on Kingen with a GA. It doesn't work. Life Esports, they take the win in a roundabout fashion. But we'll be able to pick up a very important win here. It means that Brion isn't going to end up contesting Kwangnung just yet. Not going to go to 4 victories here.
Poor Effort. Gonna give it his best effort, but at the end of the day, that's it. Life Esports going to take the 2-1 victory tonight. Just outplaying them in team fights.
Outside of game 1, which was very heavily snowballed through a couple of early game skirmishes.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Dear for the POG Interview translation. We are here joined by Zeka and Kingen on the side of Life Esports. Congratulations! So Zeka, with today's POG, you have now a total of 700 POG points, tied with Pace for second place. How do you feel? I'm really proud of myself for getting a POG with Akali. I feel like we had a hard match today. Although we struggled a little bit, I'm really glad that we won. And Kingen, how about you? In our last match against KT, we lost, and we told ourselves that we cannot let ourselves get a consecutive loss. So after we lost the first game, we told ourselves we need to wake up and we have to win this one. And Zeka, before today, Akali was actually winless in patch 13.12. So what are your thoughts on Akali this meta? I feel like because there is a reason Akali has 0% win rate. It's because there are a lot of other better champions that are more efficient to use right now. And just like before, you went for a static Shiv. So is there a reason you prefer static Akali? I feel like the only downside of Akali is that it feels a little suffocating to wave clear with her. And I feel like right now static's so good that I just went for it, but I'm not sure about the next patch. Is there a reason you didn't use your own skin? To be honest, you know, you've heard of that term, skin buff. But since last year, I feel like there is a lucky skin that I had. I used this skin because it has been really, it has given me good luck since last season, so I want to keep using it. And Zeka, you didn't even take a break setting up right after the feedback after game 2. So I'm sure it would have been exhausting, but maybe you're in a great physical shape? I usually have to go to the bathroom, but I didn't have to go this time. But after the match, yeah, I do feel a little exhausted. Right now, I feel like I'm a little lightheaded. I'm about to lose my mind. And Kingen, you had the opponent showed their potential in game 2. So what kind of feedback was there after the win? I feel like the game went as we expected. If it flowed in a way that we expected in game 2. The way we wanted for it to go. So I feel like we just really just pinpointed all the main game plans that we had. And Kingen, you had a fantastic performance with Renekton in game 2 and 3. So your Renekton is undefeated after 7 games. So are you a Renekton god? Or were you aware of the stats? You know, I actually didn't know that. I'm very surprised to hear that. I think it's because Renekton is just really good as a champion. Way to stay humble, Kingen. But you must be pretty confident to pick Renekton from now on. I feel like I am always confident, actually. But now that I heard that I am undefeated with Renekton, I'm going to be even more confident from now on. And Zeka, after giving Azir up in the first 2 games, you blind picked R1 Azir in game 3. So was this because you wanted to take caution in Kyrus' Azir? Our opponent showed us that they know how to utilize Azir really well, so we wanted to take that away from them, and also it's because I was confident. And how did you manage to deal with Veigar in game 3? I died from making a mistake in the beginning, but I feel like Azir gets more value in the late game, so I think that's probably why it went well. And Kingen, as expected from a big game hunter, there's a moment you pulled off a super save in game 3, so let's take a look at the replay. You got dove top, so how did that make you feel? I actually knew that I was gonna get dove. But if I were to play perfectly, I feel like I was thinking that I was going to die, but it somehow went in my favor, so I'm really glad. I was able to survive with Doran's shield, and also I had ult. And with the lifesteal at that point, it actually does put a lot of pressure on the enemy. But it kind of forced the enemy to dive me because my bot lane was doing so well, so it was just bound to happen. And Zeka, the mid-jungle synergy has shown improvement, so how does it feel to play? I feel like Grizzly is very reliable, and we have so much faith in each other, so I feel like it has helped our synergy over time. And there's actually an interview that went wild that revealed how Grizzly lifts over 350 kilograms in the Big 3. In high school, as a high school freshman. So what are your thoughts on his weightlifting abilities? You know, when I heard that, I realized it's about talent as compared to putting effort in. So yeah, maybe I just have to give up on my weightlifting abilities. And last time during the review desk, I gave you a cool umbrella, a lightsaber umbrella. Did you bring it today? You know, I actually lost it, so I'm looking for it right now. And Kingen, I hope you get to use that umbrella in the next review desk, and I hope you use that lightsaber umbrella. And next, you will be against Leaf Sandbox, who just got over their losing streak. Will you be able to stop their sandstorm? Yeah, we watched how they won, and it seems like they have improved quite significantly. So I hope that we were able to fix our mistakes from today and do well in the next match. And Kingen? Yeah, we noticed that they definitely have room to grow as well, and they have already improved so much, but as long as we perform well ourselves, we'll be able to win. This will be the end of the interview with Zeka and Kingen, and back to space.